Hey everyone, it's been a hot minute, but we're back. Oh, it's hard to start the month going with this new year, but we're on our way. Let's get right into it. So let's start with dessert. Why not? We're adults, we can do whatever we want, right? And I want to do dessert. Dessert for me is information and the good stuff. And the big thing that everybody's talking about, of course, would be Pluto enters Aquarius. Okay, let's just go right for it. Right on that day, it's got January 20th. So we're coming to Aquarius season. We're going from Capricorn into Aquarius season. And Pluto entering Aquarius. Now remember this, that a lot of people are talking about like, oh my God, here it comes. But when you have Pluto, which spends a long time, it's from the slower outer planets, it spends a long time moving around. It's going to spend 20 years in Aquarius. It just spent 15 in Capricorn. So we have overlapping going on here. And so even though it's like the next day, technically it crosses over, we still have a 2-year period. Last year we had it the last in Capricorn, and we had a 6-week retrograde period where it went into Aquarius. Now this year we've really stepped into Aquarius, okay? But we're going to have a retrograde about 10 weeks going back to Capricorn. So it's not totally over yet. And I apologize to all the Capricorns out there because I know it's been a little bit difficult on them. Pluto is fascinating. Pluto can get so much accomplished. Pluto and Saturn have their ways of really pushing to get things done. They mean well in their own way. I'm sorry, but you can look at the good qualities of everything, and they really do. It's like the father figure Saturn, and the Pluto would really be like the mother figure, and it's just their way of getting things done. So let's talk about Pluto. So now on January 20th, when it truly like enters in Aquarius, right, and we're almost there basically to stay, except for a slight retrograde in the year. Pluto is like your lower sections down here, okay, like your reproductive organs. That's also where you go to the restroom. So we're going to talk about it all here. Pluto, when you really want to talk about it, is the great transformer. It's the transformer, it's the cleanser, it deals with the birth and death. So like you've got excrement and then you've got giving birth and all the reproductive down there. So here's what happens with Pluto. Especially when it's crossing over, it's not easy for people in the transition, and everybody's a little bit different. And Pluto deals on big scale and small scale. So it's like this. When you first start transiting over from one sign to another in Pluto, and Pluto starts transiting over from Capricorn to Aquarius, it has some last minute stuff with Capricorn that's trying to hang on, and it's going, no, I'm in Aquarius now. So hopefully we got the best of what we could get out of Capricorn in the era that we're in as much as we could, okay? But then we have the shadow aspect of it that's still some of the structure and some of the even like government and types of money that wants to hold on to old ways. And there's going to be like some bad behavior, especially in the latter part of the year when we have the retrograde. But right now it's more like it steps into Aquarius and the curtain call. It opens up. Ta-da, we're here. Because also on the 20th, it's Aquarius season. So we go from Capricorn into Aquarius season, and then Pluto. So one thing you have with Pluto, you have the great transformer, the cleanser. So when you first come in with Pluto into the new sign, it's like dusting off the cobwebs. Okay. Then it's also like detoxing. Whew, yeah. So here's the aspect of it, and everybody's different. It's going to detox in the areas of that sign. So with Capricorn, when it's trying to let go of certain things within bad structures, money, banks, going into Aquarius, you have the mind, you have AI, but a lot of the mind. For most people, it's a lot of the mind, and you can deal with a lot of anxiety. We're going to have a lot of mental health challenges because in detoxing, old traumas come to the surface. It's like we haven't been in Aquarius for a while with Pluto, and it brings it in. So it's like a newborn baby, but it's also like the old karma that you didn't deal with last time kind of gets pushed up too. So you kind of like are born and like, ta-da! But then if you have old traumas that you haven't quite, my champion, I forgot to introduce him when we were coming in, but hopefully he'll be back. Love my baby. So you have the rebirth of the pride that Pluto has with its new sign. Here's Aquarius, but at the same time, within yourself, if you have things within the Aquarius vibrations that kind of shadow or traumas that you haven't dealt with within your head, it's going to bring it to the surface. I don't know if you know anything about like Moldavite and everything like that, but it's a little bit like the energy of when you first wear Moldavite. And it can bring that stuff way up to the surface. So as excited as we can be, depending upon who you are, depending upon the structure, because it goes from the individual to the community to this, the state to the up, so it hits everything. So there's a lot of energy going on with this. So Pluto coming in and leaving is a little messy, not easy. And it's different for everybody depending upon the old energy that you have, the new energy coming in. But the curtains are opening. Congratulations. I'm sure that all the people with Capricorn, because it expects more. Pluto expects more out of the Capricorns, expects more out of Aquarius, because you're the child, and the attributes of all the good and the bad are just on show. And so, once again, the one thing I want to say the most within a lot of people is going to be with the mind. So the one thing that happens with Pluto when it comes in, it's known as the king killer, because Aquarius is, Aquarius has its own like unique, genuine freak on alien type self, that the uniqueness of Aquarian, liking to be unique, but yet part of humanity at the same time. But the one thing Aquarius isn't, it's humanity, but it's about the big, it's about the group, it's about the whole humanity, not just the king. Its opposite, which is Leo, Pluto and Leo, is about the king quality, is about that. There's a time and a place for everything. Aquarius is the opposite of Leo. And so it's the king killer. It's like, no, we're not doing that now. We're doing humanity, we're in us, we group, all of that. And like when Gemini comes in with Taurus, it's just going to be amazing. But two air signs, it's going to be hard. It's like a flying kite. We're going to need some grounding. But, okay, so coming in with the king killer, it's going to be interesting with the seeing who is with the elections and everything like that. But Aquarius is the visionary invention. Oh my gosh, there's going to be so many new inventions and everything. I'm really excited about all that. But there is a little bit of mental health and overwhelmed and relationship with your relationship with your mind. Are you understanding that your mind's a tool, or are you letting your mind control you? Are you letting it get you a little crazy? We have some time period here with people are going to feel a little nuts sometimes. And so your relationship with your mind and how you use it and do-si-do with it as a tool is going to be really key in all of this. So within Capricorn going out, Capricorn has to deal with the foundations and the fundamentals, banking, monetary value, contracts, government systems, alliances, what we just went through with Mars and everything like that. So Capricorn, the Kazemi with Mars and the whole freedom and separation and no alliances and everything. Capricorn, now on its way out, there's going to be things and shadow aspects that are going to want to hold on to and grasp on. And some of it might be a little bit ugly. But we'll see how that goes with the old regime needing to go. Have to. The masses are not going to embrace Capricorn anymore. It's going to embrace Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. You know what I'm saying, though. That's different. Okay, so out with the old. Okay, and within your life, within the country, the area. Let me put it this way. If there's aspects of Capricorn with the shadow aspects of Capricorn, we're not talking about all the good aspects. Hopefully we got most of the good aspects that we needed. The shadow aspects of Capricorn that are holding on, if there are still some of that in the pipes, Pluto is going to get Okay, we had lost the sound, and so we've come back, and Champion here is doing a stare down because Tinkerbell, come on now, baby, Tinkerbell took his place, and he's like, no, that's my place. So hopefully they'll settle down. We'll see. Let me just finish what I was saying with the whole Capricorn, Pluto going out of Capricorn. It's out with the old, in with the new. And if there's any resistance, whether it's in your life or the state or the country or the aspects within Capricorn that is trying to stick and stay, it's kind of like cleaning the pipes. It's like Pluto's like that, man. It gives birth to everything, but it also gets stuff out like that way. Like you eating something, it's got to come out. If something is not wanting to leave, Pluto is gonna get it out in that fashion, and it's not pretty. So we'll see how it goes, and we'll still see lots of stuff with the circus sort of energy. This, oh, you guys, with no. See, I knew that was going to happen. Power play. It's one coming in. Tinkerbell wants to be Aquarius, and Capricorn. He's playing the role of Capricorn right now. He's not Capricorn though. He's a love muffin. Not that Capricorn isn't, but come on, Capricorns. It's like you're not known for being love muffins. Anyway, so changing of the guards. They're just demonstrating. That's what it looks like. Oh, Pluto has to deconstruct to reconstruct. And it's not always fun. So even though people are really excited about this, it's going to be quite the adventure. Oh, here comes Champion again. What do you guys see? Look at this. Okay, calm down. We can share. Let me see if I put mine this away. All right, so let's talk about the rest of the stuff. Here's the interesting thing is that we have really great energy right now with Capricorn. We have all the best aspects of Capricorn in this month. We're in Capricorn season until the 20th. And even though we're dealing with the leaving of Pluto Capricorn, which is like a lot of times the shadow aspect of Capricorn, that's the last hang on, that's not fun. So there's a balance of the good and the shadow not so good. But we really need Capricorn, the stability of coming into the new year. That's where you get the New Year's resolutions, and that's where you get that long-term drive or sensation. There's a whole reason why people do that. They don't always respect that's Capricorn energy. Capricorn's in it for the long term, wants to really accomplish things. Okay, you want to go back to your spot now? Come on. You can go there now. Okay, so here's what we've got. All right, within this, we start within Capricorn season. Since we already did the dessert and we already got the Pluto and the Aquarius going, and all right, we still got the sound. Let's go through this. We got Mercury was in retrograde, going direct at the beginning of the month. But if you guys didn't notice, a lot of times that's always a little, it's a trip coming into Mercury retrograde and it's a trip going out of Mercury retrograde. I get a little bit on the beginning of it. My really good friend gets it on the out. And this year there was a bit of anxiety and everything that quite hit everybody. That was interesting. I sure hope you guys survived that okay. We've already been through the Mars entering Capricorn with, let's get to work. Let's get, the energetic, the engine going again, right? And to try to get into Capricornian energy, which is great because they're always about the plans. What's the plan? I love that about Capricorn, and we really need that right now. I mean, we're in Sagittarius, and that's really hopeful and inspiring, but really you have to have a plan after you get the inspiration, and Capricorn brings that. So the new moon Capricorn, January 11th, just happened. This is, we can do this. Is practical, exciting. Also, getting others into your goals and their goals. There's a good feeling of that with the new moon and the beginnings and the excitement with that. Then we move into Mars and Capricorn, trine Jupiter and Taurus. The nice thing about that is, Mars and Capricorn, more Capricorn energy, and that's active in the goals, and it's getting things done But it's also like going on from like the tarot cards where we have the aspect of the dreaminess, right? Of the Sagittarian, and we get through and we're like all these things that we want to create, we want to make, and we need to have the fantasy and to dream about them because it starts with this. It starts with this, but we have to move it over into manifestation. We have to move it over into really wanting to bring it into the pentacles. You know, the long-term plan. You know, the long-term plan of the pentacles, the lineage and everything that we really want to make it come into pure manifestation. So it's really exciting to get, really get into that with all the Capricorn. Moving forward with the plan. Now, we've gone through the first of the month. You know, the main energy is staying in the Capricorn. Then we have the Sun enters Aquarius. Happy birthday, Aquarius. Pluto enters Aquarius, all right? And going now, we come into January 23rd, all right? Venus enters Capricorn. It's just these really nice foundational stuff. That's a good way to start the new year because it's hard to get that engine going again. It can feel overwhelming. A lot of people felt overwhelmed. And how am I going to get this all done? Because a lot of times, too, Capricorn is like they really got big ideals. And sometimes you're like, how am I going to get this all done? Okay, one foot in front of the other. I know I was stressing. Yeah. Got a little overwhelmed. I'm like, okay, we can do this. Let's just move forward. Let's just go. Let's move forward. We can do this together. So Venus into Capricorn, and Venus is like the love and the beauty and the likes, but that has like the anchoring the kite. So it's like constructive relationships. It's like, what are we building together type energy is Venus in Capricorn. All right. What are our love long-term goals and even your closest relationships? What does that look like for us together, building together? So it's a real constructive way to look at things. All right. With the Venus in Capricorn on January 23rd. Then there's January 25th. We've got, why is that still on? We've got January 25th with the full moon in Leo. Okay. So full moon Leo is kind of, you've got a little bit of ego and opinion in there. So watch your intentions because some people can be a hero and they can be sort of the captain of the team, which is great. I got this one out for you. The captain of the team is quite the King of Wands, all right? Fiery King of Wands is quite Leo. And he really is interesting because he is a captain, but he also has this like closed fist. He can have a temper. So if he is not being the hero, he can kind of be the zero in a way if he can't keep himself under control. You know, it's like the good cop and the truly bad cop. Is that sort of energetic with the full moon in Leo. I'm sure that for sure that the good cops, police officers, are going to have their hands full this particular full moon. But also, so you want to watch your intentions. Like I know that you might feel gusto, you know, like don't really want to get things done, which is fantastic. Watch your intentions and have appreciation for where everybody else is at. It's not easy to get going this month, and everybody may not be exactly where you're at. Also, people are going to be a little concerned in their appearance, of, you know, with others, how they look or appear to others at that time. So we go to also January 25th, we have the full moon Leo, but we have Mars in Capricorn, 90 degrees angle with Chiron. So with that, we have the Chiron is the old wounds. So we have the confrontation with the old wounds of relationships. Now, the nice thing is that still we have all sorts of great Capricorn still continuing throughout the month, even after we've gone into the season into Aquarius. We still have great Capricorn energy. And this is really needed because this Pluto transition brings the shadow aspects, and then we also have the very positive aspects which are coming in. Because at the end of the month, we have a whole bunch of trines and sextiles, and if anybody doesn't know or care what that means, it's positive. It's attributes where the planets are, where it's positive attributes. So what that's going to look like towards the end of the month, which going into February, February is going to be a big relationship. You know, I know that we have the Valentine's Day. This year, it's going to actually really make a difference. I would say early on, state your intentions or how you feel early in February to make sure that you don't have trip up energy in February if you're in a kind of a romantic relationship. But at the end of January here, it's going to have a lot of themes that have to do with our relationships, especially if they are intimate relationships. Okay, but what they're going to look like is you're going to be asking yourself questions about your relationship, like relationships. Some people are going to feel like we have no plans, we have no future. It's going to become quite apparent. Also, remember, Pluto is going to get some of that Capricorn out. Like if it's really not working, it's going to be hard not to really see it. I mean, Pluto wants it out. If it's not supposed to be there, Pluto wants it out. So you're going to be asking yourself these questions if it's really not working. But it says, like, don't be forceful. Take your time. Be honest with yourself about everything. And then what's your intention within the relationship? Can we be constructive? I mean, what aspect of Capricorn do you want to really have? Because we have, within the last month, we have Mercury conjunct in Capricorn, Venus in Capricorn, sextile Saturn in Pisces. And you know what? We're actually kind of lucky to have Saturn in Pisces because Pisces, Saturn isn't like Pisces. It's like softens Pisces. Pisces, the father figure, you know, that'll hold you up and say, hey, did you check this? Did you check that? What about this? Like, kick your butt. But he means well, too. Like, he really wants you to be successful. So he makes you check everything and questions everything and will hold you up and make you do it right. You know, or kick your booty. Pluto is just aggressive with in and out, and you enjoy Pluto more so in the middle. But anyway, we've got Venus in Capricorn trine Jupiter in Taurus, so that's constructive of what is working, what's not working within a relationship, and how can we work on that. I mean, we can make this a good thing. You know, I guess it depends on where everybody's at, what that's going to look like. And then we've got, let's see, we need to come to an agreement. Some people need to feel secure in their relationship. So it's going to be interesting to see. But most of what the end aspects are supportive and positive within all of those. So if you have a good relationship, you're going to really take that Capricorn energy to make plans together, to see the future together. What does that look like? And that's pretty exciting. And so that's a really good thing. Be flexible, my friends. It says be water, my friends. Definitely be flexible. That's the Mars Capricorn trine Uranus in Taurus. Hey, champion. But it is gives you the opportunity to be positive, constructively positive with your relationships, with your sweet babies. What you doing, champion? You saying hello to everybody? Are you saying hello? Oh, I love my babies. Okay, so hey, we've got the basic breakdown this month. Blink and it's gone. This month is going to go by so super fast. It already has. Look at it. But the last bit of it, we're lucky to have the Capricorn energy within the season, with it, what it's doing to all the other signs, because we have the Pluto Capricorn leaving, which is the shadow aspect. So it does help to balance it out a little bit. Aquarius open. Now we're in Aquarius season. Pluto's in. I mean, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, even though the car engine for you is just getting going again with the year. And thank God you have Capricorn behind you on, like, okay, we can do the plan, just get one step in front of the next, one step, because it's compounding energy. The one thing that's great about Capricorn that we could really is compounding energy. It's really small at the beginning, but you compound it, and you just got to make that one next step to the other. That's what I try to tell myself. Not easy. Not easy. But it's true. and it's compounded energy. So let's all step together and get those initial first steps towards our goals and everything that we're doing. I so believe in you guys, and I'm so happy like you're here, because I mean, even look at me, like right now within this channel, it's brand new and I pretty much don't exist, but if you're watching this right now, you're here, we're here, we exist, we're important, we got this, I got this, we're gonna, I mean, it'll eventually, I'll exist beyond us, so it's great. We have us, you have you, I have you have me, we have we, and it's all good. It's all good, and we just keep getting better and better and better with everything that we're doing. And we learn more and more and more. Oh my God, the things that I've learned and how to edit. I didn't know how to edit at all. Like the last 4 months, like so much of everything that I've been learning, and oh, it's been painful, and anxiety ridden and hard. But I've done it, and we'll do it together, and we'll continue forward. And you'll continue forward with everything that you're doing. I'm rambling now, but I just want everything to be, you know, I want everybody to keep going. It's not easy. So any other cards? Oh, the death card. I did want to say the death card with Pluto. Pluto is like so the death card. Oh, I should show you. Ready? And then I'll let you go here. But okay. So with Pluto here, it's just amazing. The death card in the tarot. Okay, so we've got the death, right, coming in. The king is down here. The king is dead. We got the little child is like, hi, how's it going? I'm not scared at all, right? I'm not, you know, not at all. You know, the Pope and the religion is trying to say, hey, please, you know, let me negotiate with you. The little girl still, she's kind of scared, but the youngest one, the one closest to birth, is totally good. The old king is dead. You know, out with the old, in with the new. You know, I don't know if that's sun is rising or setting. I guess it's kind of both, wouldn't you say? But that's so like Pluto. It's going to happen. You are not going to stop Pluto. And Pluto, you know, takes no prisoners. Pluto takes no prisoners. And some of it is messy. But don't be afraid of Pluto. Don't be afraid of Pluto. I mean, it's an offering. It's a progression. Because in the end, Pluto really, really does want for everybody to move forward, or to progress forward. It's like octaves. It's like continuing to move an octave up and going towards the golden era, the golden age. And I should just end this video because I don't want it to be too long. But you get, we'll talk more about Pluto in Aquarius and where it's going. But I'm sure, oh, there's my sun card, my favorite card of the whole deck. Oh, I love it. Anyway, watch yourself around the full moon, Leo. Got lots of Capricorn energy. I mean, you got the gist of it. And we will talk soon. Mush, mush. Thanks again for joining. If you're watching this, I couldn't be more thankful. I am so excited to have everybody here, and let's keep going. Let's do this. All right, mush, mush. Talk to you soon.